Our next guest is a real man about town. Sean Collier gets around as a comic, performer, and writer on film, nightlife, and all things Pittsburgh.
So, who better than Sean to create a Hall of Fame for hotspots in Pittsburgh after dark? I don't know why I put quotes around that. After dark.
Yeah, that's nice.
It's deserving of that.
Sure.
And your latest list is on Pittsburgh Magazine online.
Thank you. And thank you for calling me a man about town.
You are.
That was the goal all along.
I knew
I don't
it
care how
was.
I get there. I just want people to say, now that's a man about town right there. Yeah.
So your After Dark blog has really taken off, and you've done some really fun things with it, including this.
Yeah, I started the Hall of Fame a number of years ago because I'm always looking for new stuff or a new angle on stuff, and sometimes I just want to say, you know what, this is a place that is always good and always reliable and kind of deserves to be recognized as a cut above the nightlife pack. And the newest inductee, Spirit, has been that since the day they opened.
And tell us about Spirit,
Sure.
because I live in Lawrenceville. I didn't know about this place.
Well, it was the Moose Lodge. It was the Lawrenceville Moose Lodge for a long time. In true Pittsburgh fashion, I have to go back to the office and correct that because I said Elks Lodge when I posted it, and so I immediately got an email. No, it was a Moose Lodge.
Right. Not the Elks Lodge.
But because
Sean.
yeah, I know. It could have been an Owls, it could have been a Legion, but no, Moose Lodge. But because it has that look and that tradition and is a place where people in Lawrenceville have been passing the time for many, many years, it kind of instantly had that old school neighborhood feel.
Right.
And what they added to that was great cocktails. They have great pizza there. They make their pizza in-house. They have great events, DJs, music, offbeat stuff as well. And they have a great bingo night if you don't want to go to a bingo at perhaps an establishment for older Pittsburghers. If you are a young person who enjoys bingo. Yeah,
I love bingo too. It's mandatory if you live in Pittsburgh.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it became this, kind of hipster place, this very cool place, but still had that neighborhood feel as well, and really nailed both of those things right away. And they're always trying to improve and always have good drinks and good food.
Well, I don't know what it looked like before they took over, but even the exterior of it, it looks very much like, oh,
Right.
that's always been there.
Right, it's a fabric of the neighborhood place. I was there before it was Spirit to see pro wrestling, as I often do, but the Keystone State Wrestling Association, like the neighborhood, guys who have day jobs putting on the tights and wrestling, used to be upstairs in Spirit, and I was like, oh yeah, this is just a Lawrenceville social hall that was reinvented as a great bar.
Very cool.
Now, Eaton Park is also on your list, right?
That was the first inductee because there is nothing that unites Pittsburghers of all stripes going out like Eaton Park, morning, noon, or night.
We used to go after high school football games.
Right.
I mean, it really does take me back to my childhood.
I grew up in the North Hills, so you could have an argument about which Eaton Park to go to, on the northbound side of McKnight Road or the southbound side of McKnight Road, depending on the hour of the day. But yeah, that's nightlife before you can go to bars, is going to Eaton Park.
The Eaton Park we went to is in Shaler, and I even remember where the smoking section was. Do you remember where they had like the half partition, like that was
right.
Just little things like that.
And that gave it the nightlife feel, like, yeah, we're adults, we're out, people are smoking here. Yeah.
It does take you back.
It does.
What about East Carson Street? Because that's on your list as well, right? And that sort of takes in quite a few places.
Right, and that's the fun of this, because the After Dark Hall of Fame committee is just me and whatever I feel like.
I was going to ask, how can we get on this committee? Okay.
Right, I can say the whole street has to be included because this has been a fabric of Pittsburgh nightlife for so long. And even as much as, I'm maybe not going down there on a Friday or Saturday night really in the thick of it anymore, I'm still going to bars and restaurants there on weeknights. On Sunday mornings, I'll go out for brunch. And I live on the south side now, and I've really kind of fallen in love with it all over again.
Yeah,
a little bit farther back, out of the danger zone on St. Patrick's Day.
You've come full circle. Coming back to the south side. Some sad news too, because one of the locations has closed.
Right. Everything I put on this list, I thought, well, this is going to be there forever.
Right.
There's never going to be a day where something on this Hall of Fame is no longer open, and then Needs Hotel closed down earlier this year. And of all the places, I thought, this will be here for 100 years. This will outlast all of us, just because it really embodied the Pittsburgh bar, the corner bar, better than anything else.
The fish sandwich.
It was unbelievable. one in December, not knowing that it was my last
It was your
chance.
last
I'm
one.
very glad I got it.
Hold on to those memories,
Yeah,
Sean.
I will. I will. Well, the Needs Hotel Band will help us preserve the taste of those sandwiches forever.
Is there a Needs Hotel band?
Oh yeah, they're great. I saw them at the casino a couple of months ago, and they were the house band there forever, and they do shows and are kind of a party band, almost a wedding band, but they have their original songs as well, and
Very cool.
you'll still see them playing. That's always a good time.
All right, so they can stay on your list then.
They can stay on in the name of the band. Yes.
Okay.
love
Thank
it.
you so much,
Thank
Sean.
you.
Sean. And you can read more of Sean's After Dark picks at Pittsburgh Magazine. Well, coming up.